Hello, Dr. Dariel. A very warm welcome
Yes.
to you on behalf of Healthy
Yes.
Approach. Thank you for joining us for this conversation here. For all my viewers out here, we have to give a brief introduction about Dr. Dariel Mathur. So, Dr. Dariel is India's leading cornea and refractive surgeon in Delhi NCR. She has a long association with Shroff Eye Center as cornea consultant since 1996, with a vast and varied experience of all genres of refractive surgery. She has performed over 3,500 refracting surgical procedures at the Shroff Eye Center and approximately over 1,500 at the Sankara Netralaya Mathur today. Thank you, doctor, for joining us here today, your partners. So, as you know, here we are today for this conversation about LASIK procedure and the surgery and the kind of queries and questions usually people have who want to get into it. Um,
Sure.
so let's not waste any more time and get into the question. Yeah. So, doctor, could you please take us through what exactly is a LASIK procedure that starts with? Because people who have been detected with, vision issues of nearsightedness, farsightedness, astigmatism, and when you grow up and you want to move out into the world, you want to feel more empowered and confident. So now the cosmetic surgery is there, but people are really terrified of going under the, knife and under the blade, and they don't really know what it is. So could you just take us through what exactly is the LASIK
Yeah.
procedure? अगर आप हमें थोड़ा
Ajay.
explain करें कि LASIK में क्या
So
होता है?
LASIK, what it stands for is laser assisted in situ keratomiliosis, which in lay language just means carving the cornea or sculpting the cornea. Now, when you're diagnosed with a number, generally your cornea is either too curved or too flat. So you don't have an ideal shape. So with the laser, we carve this to an ideal shape. And that is what LASIK does. It carves your cornea so you have an ideal shape. It's like if you're overweight and you want to look trim and slim, you go to the plastic surgeon. And what does he do? He trims off the excess and you get back into shape. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So with LASIK,
Yeah.
we sculpt your cornea and you get your ideal LASIK shape and the number is removed. So
How is
LASIK
it?
could be for myopia or a minus number, or it could be for hyperopia, a plus number, and it corrects astigmatism as well. Astigmatism could either be with a plus or a minus number. So basically that's what the LASIK is about.
And what exactly is the difference between a blade surgery that is done to correct your vision and LASIK? So what exactly
Yeah.
happens in the LASIK?
Yeah, so LASIK surgery could be assisted with a blade, where it is done with one laser and a blade, and it could be all laser. It could be with two lasers. Okay. So the thing is, so that is what, so you could either have the bladeless procedure or you could have the blade procedure. So the blade surgery was the earlier procedure where you did use a blade. It's a microkeratome. And the problem with the blade was there is a cut and there is a flap that's taken, which is a very friable situation. And later on in life, if you fall down, bang your head, that cut sometimes opens up. And that is what caused all the problems in LASIK. And that's why people got very terrified, because sometimes it formed folds, it formed wrinkles, sometimes it just interned, and it caused a lot of visual problems as a result. So with the all laser LASIK, there are two lasers and there's no cut with the blade. So it makes it very safe. And it is increased the safety of the laser. That's the whole thing. And then finally, it's a question of your eyes. So you want it to be as safe as you can get. So that is why the bladeless LASIK today, or femtosecond LASIK, is very popular.
Right. So doctor, what would be the average cost of this? Is procedure ka total cost?
Yeah, so the femtosecond lasers anywhere from 70 to 90,000, depending on what the materials used, and so roughly about 1,90,000 to 1 lakh is what it is. And the blade LASIK, including everything, and generally the blade LASIK is around 40,000, 42,000. So it's half the cost, but then the safety is about actually quadrupled. So the trend is to go for the bladeless LASIK.
I think that what are the criteria that make an individual a suitable candidate for getting LASIK done? ऐसे क्या tests और क्या criteria follow किए जाते हैं जिससे हमें पता चल सके कि
So that is the most important thing. When anyone comes in asking for LASIK, we put them through all these myriad tests. For one, you have to be at the right age, the most important thing.
Right.
Your number should not be changing. You should be at least around 20, 21 years of age, you know. And then after that, your number should have been stable for at least a year. Because if your number is not stable and you get LASIK done, you'll be spending so much, and then again the number changes, so it's worthless. So we put you through the test, then you have to have the right curvature of the cornea. Some corneas are too steep, and they cannot have LASIK because they have other associated pathological conditions. So you also have to have a good tear film, because after LASIK, there is a little bit of a drier eye. So if your eyes are dry from the start, we have to treat it first in case you have some infection, or you know your glands are clogged up. So we got to put you through all the tests, find out whether your tear film's okay, check your retina, see if your retina is okay, and only when you fly on every front and you're absolutely suited would I certify you fit for LASIK. I'm very strict, because all the kids who come in, you're all very young. You have your whole lives, your careers, your marriages, your entire future ahead. So we are very, very careful.
And I think that's the most important part, because having
the most important thing
is the most important thing. You cannot just do something without it.
Correct. Because sometimes we get these teenagers, you know, kids 17 and 16 who come in, they just don't want to wear lenses, or they've got allergic. Sometimes people get allergies because of contact lenses. And no, please, doctor, I am ready to take the risk. And it makes us laugh. I said, what? You go right back and come again a few years later. So
the vulnerability.
Correct.
And since you have mentioned about the age, is there an age bracket which is like the most suitable? Like you mentioned at least 21, but is it? There is
a limit 21 is a great age to get it, because you get the full advantage. Like you can get it done even up to 35, 40. There's no restriction, but you have to remember that after 40 years, it's the near number, because of weakening of your muscles for near. You develop a near number. So then you will need a glass for reading. So no, then a lot of people say, oh no, now I've taken off my distance and I will have a near glass. So when you're 20, 21, you get the full range, you know, the full aspect of the range. So that's the advisable age.
So young people out there, they should just kind of, if they
definitely.
then they should just start.
Correct. Come, clear your tests, and then you're absolutely suited.
So, doctor, after the surgery, post-surgery, what are the results one can expect? Usually people have this thing, right? That, you know, what will happen? Will I get full clear vision, or, you know, will there be any problems for that? What do we expect from it?
So after surgery, yes, your number is very accurately removed, all right? But to get your full vision, clear vision, it does take 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month, because there are 2 or 3 issues with LASIK immediately after surgery. For one, you have drier eyes, you know, because the corneal nerves are ablated, and for them to come back to normal function, it does take time. It takes sometimes 2 to 3 months. So there's one lubricant drop that you will be asked to put. Then you also do, remember, you were used to this number for so many years, and suddenly one day it's gone to 0. So you have to deal with having no number for a while. You know, it's suddenly a great ocular change in your whole environment. There's a whole new ocular environment. So it takes you a little while to get used to no number. And so during this time, you might get a little headache. You might feel, you know, when you're on the computer, you have to keep blinking. You have to keep, you know, sort of just defocusing and then coming back. You do have a pull here. This is just temporary. And then the last thing that you do tend to get sometimes is a little headache. Okay, so the headache, you can just take a temporary painkiller, that it just generally settles.
And you must be giving some medications post-surgery for a week or so to kind of.
We do give a couple of medications. We give you drops, lubricant drops. We give you antibiotic drops. We give you anti-inflammatory drops. But those are generally tapered off in 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay.
And And the lubricant drops and a gel at night, that is continued for a longer period.
ताकि eyes heal हो सकें over a period of time.
Correct, correct.
Right. And are there any potential risks of this procedure? कोई risk इसके साथ
No,
associated?
so there are no risks, okay? But then you have to take precautions. Like the first week after surgery, we advise you don't, use tap water, don't use cosmetics because that can cause an infection. And we also advise you for a month, nothing, no contact sports like bungee jumping or river rafting. You can't be reckless. You have to take precautions. If you take your precautions 1 month, it's 1 month of investment for a lifetime. All through your life, 1 month, and then you can go skydiving, bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, everything you dreamed about. But you have to take precaution.
Attention,
it gives you
your
that
glasses
freedom.
will fall off. Yes,
correct,
it does.
Correct,
it does
correct,
give you that freedom.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right. And so, are there any particular kind of health conditions that can, be a deterrent to undertake this procedure? कोई ऐसी health conditions जो ये procedure के लिए problematic हो सकती हैं या जिनको वो health condition
Sure.
नहीं ले
See, I'll tell you, if you want a healthy eye, the eye is not in a separate environment, it's in your body. So you should not be having any systemic disease. Of course, a little high blood pressure, if it's controlled on medication, that's no problem. Or even diabetes. Diabetes, we don't really advise you to do LASIK. Okay. Unless your sugar is very well controlled, your HbA1c is in control. Because diabetes, you tend to get infections sooner. And there are also other things such as arthritis and various other diseases. You should have a healthy body and generally not be suffering from something.
And I believe all this is just linked because if you have a good immune system, your body's ability to heal after the surgery is
much better. Exactly.
Higher
and diabetes, sometimes there are changes inside the eye, on your retina. So that's why we check all this before surgery. So you should be healthy. You should not be having any eye diseases like glaucoma where the pressure is high or any problem on the retina. Or any thing affecting nerves, because then the corneal nerves would be affected, and so we check all this out before, and then we give you the green signal.
Right. And doctor, the results, I think you also answered this, but just as a question itself, like the results are going to last a lifetime. You don't really need another intervention until and unless आपको कोई और problem आ रही है. आपका vision में कोई problem नहीं आएगा.
Yeah, there is no problem with the vision, but sometimes when your eyes are drier, that can translate as a vision problem. So a lot of the times in the early part of your surgery, as your eyes are healing, or sometimes if the weather like now is very dry, and and also certain people have certain sleep postures. They sleep with their face into a pillow, or they stretch their eyelids and sleep, and then they can land up with drier eye. These are temporary things, and then you just have to use the lubricants and you're okay.
Okay. So like you have already mentioned, there are medications after surgery. There is this strict protocol जो आप लोग follow करते हो कि क्या tests होंगे, क्या criteria होंगे. So is there also something that if somebody is taking, some over-the-counter medication या कोई tropical creams या कुछ लगा रहे हैं, तो उसको पहले surgery से पहले halt करना पड़ता है या रोकना पड़ता है? Is there something like that?
Yes, sometimes people are taking creams for acne and taking certain oral medications which cause more dryness in the eye. So we do advise you temporarily stop them, especially 1 or 2 days or a week before surgery, and don't use them for a week after surgery, but then you can recontinue them. That's no issue at all. And if you're taking your blood pressure medication or your heart medication, that you can continue. That's not a problem. Even if you have to apply cream applications, just stay away from the eyes a little bit, and that should be no problem.
Right. And I think something similar for lenses also, because I assume that I have also been wearing lenses for a long time, because they do give you dry eyes. Also be dryness here. So
correct. No. So that is one of the standard protocols. If you are a contact lens wearer, you have to be off your lenses for at least a week or 2 before surgery. So when you ring up for your LASIK appointment, that's what we tell you. We say
Right.
stay off lenses and then come, that will save you time. Then we
Yes.
do, then we'd get the true power, because lenses tend to press the cornea and
Right.
flatten it. They also tend to suck out the water from your eye and actually dry out your eye. So we ask
Right.
you, be without lenses, come check your eye, and then, be certified.
All right. All right. And a lot of people, like if I'm a working professional, the concern is कि surgery के बाद कितने time में I can go back to work, how, after how long I can use my laptops, and how long can, for how long working hours I can sit for work. तो कितने time में लोग अपने काम पे वापस जा सकते हैं, अपना काम continue कर सकते हैं? What is
Yes,
the
so
period to heal?
correct. No, there is actually a very limited stay away period, because in fact, I tell my patients, you can start your WhatsApp the same evening of surgery. There's no problem.
That's
If you have
awesome.
something really, if you have something really important, go ahead, look at it. You can, if you're getting bored just hanging around in the house, watch TV, watch a movie. Why not? The first day the vision is a little blurry, because we put in these lenses in the eye to protect the area where we operate, and we remove them next morning. Not in all cases, but in most cases. And so we tell them, go right ahead, watch TV, look at your WhatsApp, you can talk to your friends, there's no big deal. You want to go to a friend's place the same evening, go ahead. The only thing we say is driving, be careful, walking on the road if it's windy. Wear your sunglasses outdoors and there should be no problem.
Yeah, because driving
it's very
really
important to, yeah. And in the initial period after LASIK, when you're driving, you do see the headlights as a big glare for the first week or so, but then it settles down. That's not an issue.
Right. All right. And for today's time, when we are dealing with this pandemic, and I think there is a lot to kind of work with. I mean, I think all the doctors are exhausted and stuff. But आप कुछ ऐसे precautions बताना चाहेंगे जो normal times में शायद easy होते हैं हमारे लिए करना, लेकिन अब COVID के times में one has to be extra cautious about them, because we have to be more mindful, because अब तो कहीं जा भी नहीं सकते, mask पहन के रहना है, घर पे भी mask पहन के रहना है. Your eyes, it can get sweaty. Your eyes can be a little uncomfortable. So.
Correct. So, see, now with COVID, what you have to really be careful is about your touching and your sanitization. And now the whole day you're in a mask, okay? So a lot of people have come to us because when you wear glasses and you're wearing a mask, the glasses fog up. And people are having a lot of problem when they're on devices all the time and the glasses are fogging up. So in fact, we've got people coming and saying, now I really want to do LASIK, doc, because I'm just sick of these glasses. And also when you tend to work all day at home, people are not even motivated to wear contact lenses. You would rather just wear your glasses, Who's interested in putting the whole paraphernalia of putting in contact lenses and stuff. So the thing is, what I would advise them is, when you've done LASIK in these pandemic times, for one thing, you have to be very careful every time you touch your eye or put your drops into the eyes. Sanitize. Just be more conscious. Even your tissues, don't leave them lying all over the place, because by chance if you have, you have to be careful of any body secretions, including tears, So for one thing then also when the patients come into the clinic, we take a lot of precautions. Earlier we allowed you to wear street clothes and we just put a gown over. Now we make you change out of your street clothes, out of your street wear. You change into surgical scrubs. Your hair is all in a cap. Even that used to be before. Even in the operation theater, all the sisters, everyone are all doubly gloved, doubly gowned, and doubly masked. And between surgeries, we do a social distancing. Earlier, there would be 3-4 people, and then we take you in. But now we make sure that you're taken in one at a time. And between surgeries, the OT, the air is let out and fumigated.
It's more difficult, I believe.
It's much more tedious and much more autoclaving and cleaning. And then also, about the attendance. Like earlier, we used to allow, say, a dad and a mom, a sister, a brother, a mom. Now we have to allow one attendant. And so when you're nervous, you want your whole family around you. It's sad, but then we have to, we have to limit it. But thankfully, we've got by. Now, of course, is tough times, and we'll get by too. Not an issue. I think we have.
Yeah.
It's just think positive and stay negative.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. But I also just want to ask, because a couple of my friends who got LASIK done, so काफी लोगों ने ऐसा भी बोला था कि जैसे उनको इनिशियली काफी विजन बेटर हो जाता है 95%, 99%, इवन 100%, बट वो ड्राइनेस और कभी कभी वो हेजी विजन, blurriness, it stays for like 3 to 5 months, and they also get worried that we're not feeling that normality in our eyes.
True.
Does that
so
take a
don't get discouraged. So the dryness, now I'll tell you, I've noticed that when you're in a coastal city like Mumbai, somebody travels to the coast, because of the humidity, all these symptoms are down in 3 weeks time. But here in Delhi and in the interior regions, there's a lot more dryness, and that's why we give you drops for nearly 4 to 6 months. We tell you to use your drops, and don't, and I know sometimes it becomes tedious because when you're busy and you can see fine, you forget, and then you don't use your drops. Like it happens because your age group, you're everything has to be with a flick. You don't, you don't want to
on the toes all the time.
So you forget about your drops, and then you come in and we have to keep reminding you, put in your lubricants. And sometimes I even demonstrate, I put one lubricant and say, now read. And they say, gosh, what happened? How can I read? How come I'm reading now? And I said, it's just a question of lubricating your eyes. So you have to. It's a bit tedious. I know you've got to put the gel, but then no gain, no pain, no gain.
Okay, yes. So you're saying after 6 months, 6 to 8 months, you should be back to your zone. आप अपने comfortable eye position पे आ जाते हैं, and that's good.
But another thing is, today with the increasing use of devices, and all the time we're in artificial environments, either heating in winter, or most of us are totally in the AC all through the summer. The AC actually dries out your eye. So the thing is, most of us, even without doing a LASIK, need some lubricant drop in summers. So this is something you also have to remember. A lot of the times, even people who've not done LASIK have problems who are sitting in an AC room or working on the system. So for them as well, just use a lubricating drop. Just keep one near you when you're working on the computer. Just put it in. You'll be so much more comfortable by the end of the day.
Right. And doctor, do you suggest wearing glasses while we are working on the devices after the surgery for some time? The blue rays glasses that zero power basically.
So the so now WHO has recommended that anyone who works on a computer screen, I think there's some time 4 to anything above 4 hours, should wear some kind of protective glass, because there are these radio frequency waves, which actually have a disturbing effect on the tear film. So they say that everyone working on a computer should wear something. So it's not necessarily people who've done LASIK surgery. No. So you can just use these anti-glare, anti-reflective, the blue ray or blue cut lenses. They're soothing. So it's better to keep your eyes, or even if you don't want to wear that, if you reduce the glare and increase your font a little bit for a while after LASIK, you'll have the same effect.
Right. I think normal times में हम लोग अपनी eyes को उतना love, care, and affection नहीं देते हैं. So when somebody is actually going through this, after that you suddenly become so cautious कि अभी glasses भी पहनने हैं, sunglasses भी पहनने हैं. We have to be conscious all the time. So I think that's something which is very important.
That is what sometimes can get to you. But then the thing is, you have to remember that when you're sitting all day on a device also, and you're switching your mode, to selfie mode, you have a lot more time to sit there and stare at yourself than you ever did before when you were outside. So the thing is, you start noticing things also that you never noticed before.
Right.
But I would say, just keep some lubricating drop and use it. Use it. This is not only for people who do LASIK, even those who work long hours and then you start feeling tired by the end of the day. If you just use a drop sometime, once in the afternoon, once late evening, because that's the time your eyes start feeling tired, you'll feel so much more refreshed, and that tired look in your eyes at the end of the day is gone.
Right. It's soothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
very soothing.
and doctor, like once you're done with LASIK, so I understand with driving, swimming and doing all those outdoor activities. But kitne time mein we can start washing, face with soap and water, maybe doing a head bath, because that also has,
That's within a week. At a week, at 1 week, you can splash water, wash your face, hair, everything. You're back to
that's
normal.
fine. That's
The
fine.
only thing, even eye makeup, like, if you're doing it outside, like a liner or an eyeshadow, you're going somewhere, you want to look a bit glamorous, yeah, you can go ahead. The only thing I don't advise is anything inside the eye.
Inside.
Like kajal, yeah, because it's particulate and it's better not to, predispose your eyes to an infection. Better not.
Right. Finally, doctor, if there are certain guidelines, or what do you feel like, how are we going to combat this virus, this pandemic, the second wave in general? आप कुछ suggest करना चाहते हैं, like for what doctors are also going through right now? It's hard for them.
Yes.
It's
No,
really hard
it's
for them.
very hard because, it's like it's like fighting an invisible enemy. You cannot see it. You just have to be glad. But one thing you should not slip up on is wearing your masks and taking precautions. Your sanitization, and be careful. Like we keep saying, seeing people with a mask on the chin all the time. No, that's really not done because you're predisposing yourself and other people as well. And I would say just wear your mask. I know it's tedious, but we are in it from 7 in the morning till 7 at night sometimes.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
the problem is not here on the mask or the nose, it's in the space between your ears, actually.
Right.
So just think.
No, I think it's much harder for the medical fraternity because it's something which is unbelievable.
No, it's very hard. And because you know what's going to happen. Like there are times, to be honest with you, when I saw how the way people were partying in January, February, weddings, younger crowd, I was dreading it. I knew that this wave was coming in, and there was nothing you can do, nothing. I mean, everyone had become so lax. I'm not, to be honest with you, and I'm not exaggerating, I have never left home without gloves and a double mask. Even when I go into the market to buy a few small things. And I know sometimes, these kids, oh, auntie, no, this, why are you doing that? And I would say, no, my own daughters, they would like, but you have to. And if we are
now,
just...
so it's like...
Now it's like a tidal wave. Now you just have to sit in your house quietly and let it move over. There's nothing you can do.
Yes.
So, and then of course, all the shortages of oxygen, it's very difficult when you see older people whom you love and, they have to succumb to only because a few people were careless.
And doctor,
but it's
now
happening.
So the younger generation, the younger people, I think the loss is also hitting them much. Abhi to it has come down to 30 to 45. Abhi to we are seeing people, giving
Correct.
up because
these were the guys who went out, correct? And they are having a lot worse respiratory syndromes that are coming in now.
Absolutely.
So it's sad. It's very sad. And I think we should learn
mutant.
because, correct? And there's going to be a third wave. So people should realize the norm today is a mask and, sanitizer. Not to get complacent. Because if we stick together and we remember this, we can defeat this.
I think in this time, what we are witnessing, abhi to jo hum dekh rahe hain, wo yahi hai ki people are just sticking to each other because governments have just left us on our own. So, and there is this one saying, which is there, that people don't learn from history. I really hope that, from this wave, we at least learn for the future, keeping in mind.
No, I believe in the power of positive thinking. And I think, we will do it. Yes, it's given everyone a shock, and that's the good thing. Because when you get the shock of your life, that's when you start observing trends.
Right.
So I'm wishing and hoping and praying.
Yes.
And I know
all of this
we will be able to do it. Yes, it can all work. But keep your calm, keep cool. Don't panic, because panic only causes worse. Stay
Yes.
cool and calm, wear your mask. And if you see someone without a mask, just put
Tell
some
them to
sense into
quickly.
that.
Yes, like literally.
Yeah.
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 All the
Yeah.
doctors I've been hearing, वो अभी सब यही बोल रहे हैं, don't panic, because I think वो लोग जो experience कर रहे हैं, the only thing they can actually extend is that you don't panic so that we also don't panic. You know.
Correct. Because, that's why there are a lot of these sayings where they've said, you help us and stay at home. Exactly.
Thank you, Dr.
Well, we'll
Daryl.
do it. You're welcome, my dear. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, it was lovely having this conversation with you.